everyone, welcome. My name is Dave Pyper. I'm one of the culinary specialists for Sysco. I'm in the Southwest kitchen today, and what I want to share with you is 3 awesome pasta recipes that are ultra simple and are so easy to get from the restaurant to the customer via delivery. So we're going to start it off. We're going to do a smoked mozzarella ravioli. Then we're going to get into a really nice beef tortellini, and we're going to follow up the whole thing with a wild mushroom and truffle rigatoni. So stay tuned. We're going to get into it, and by the end of these 3 dishes, I think you guys are going to be ready for lunch, and we'll take it from there, guys. Okay. All right, guys, getting into our first dish, we're going to be doing the smoked mozzarella ravioli with tomato sauce and Parmesan torn basil. Pretty self-explanatory, but like a really tasty and a hearty filling dish. So right here, I've got our Joseph's smoked mozzarella raviolis. This is a frozen product. You'll receive it in your box. I have some fresh basil, which I'm going to tear up. Saputo cheese. Can you see that? Let's go this way. These are awesome, just big shards of Parmesan cheese. This is a great product. Awesome on sandwiches, awesome on soups. We're going to use it on top of the ravioli today. But I really do like this one. This is a real multi-use product. And I've got my Aritzio all-purpose marinara here I'm going to use on this dish, okay? Really simple. I'm going to drop some of the ravioli into a boiling pot of water. And you can create guidelines for your staff, the best kind of best practices, but what it is, when it comes to ravioli or any pasta, stuffed pasta generally, when that pasta starts to float in the boiling water, it's done. It's ready to go, okay? In the meantime, while it's cooking, I have a pan here, and I'm just going to start to heat up some of that Aritzio all-purpose marinara sauce. And the thing that's great about this dish, when it's busy, you can just knock these out very quickly, and it takes no time at all. Like I said, you're bringing up the sauce, you're boiling the pasta from frozen. The good thing there is you're boiling from frozen, you just pull what you need. There's no need to have anything left over at the end of the night, end of the day, and no waste, right? So we'll let that start to simmer a little bit. It's already starting to go there, our sauce. Our pasta is going to come up just in a moment here. I've got a long plate. I'm going to serve it on a long plate. And in the meantime, too, I'm just going to take some basil, and I'm going to do a rough chop. You can do a chiffonade where you roll the basil and slice it thinly, which is also nice. But I'm going to kind of meet it in the middle here. I'm going to roll it a bit, and then I'm just going to do a really, again, like a rough chop. I want it looking kind of torn, kind of rustic looking, okay? Sauce boiling, bubbling, and our pasta looks pretty good. I'm draining it off. I have salted boiling water here. That's what's going on in the pot. Salted boiling water. Drop my raviolis in, and just give them a light toss. Okay, so now we can use either our tongs, or I can use a serving spoon, which I have right here. I'm going to serve up some of these beautiful ravioli, and it's awesome. But the way the sauce just clings to the pasta, it's beautiful. It's not too loose. That's the great thing about this particular sauce. It's not too loose. It doesn't just scatter all over the plate. It stays and it kind of hugs the pasta. There you go. Okay. So have a look at that there. We have a nice pile of pasta. I'm going to take some of that, the Saputo shaved Parmesan, and I'm going to crumble that across the top there. Again, that fresh basil. Put that on. And I have some nice fine olive oil here. There you go. Simple, guys. So simple, so easy, but it shows beautifully on the plate. So there we go. Right out of the gate, we've got a awesome looking dish, and it's a crowd pleaser. It's filling, it's awesome. We're gonna take a look at that beef tortellini dish. So what we're doing there, we're using some awesome, like, ready to use RTU products. One of them we're gonna use is the Knorr beef base. This is from Concentrate. This is a great product that it is shelf stable as well. And I believe out of each one you get 31 liters of stock from this. We're gonna use it kind of in the concentrate form today in part of our pasta. Another favorite of mine, and we're gonna use in the dish, look at these, Mancini onions. So caramelized onions that are in the can. Look at that. It doesn't get much more convenient than that, and it's a quality product as well. So we have our Mancini onions, we have our Knorr beef broth base, we have our Rigatoni beef tortellinis that we're gonna get going, and then I'm using some of the crispy fried onions from French's as garnish on top of the dish. The Giano cream sauce, heat and serve cream sauce. So we're gonna be using the broth with the cream sauce. I'm gonna cut up some chives to finish the dish, and we should have something awesome. Guys, let's put it all together. So first thing, let's get a pan going on the stove. Simple saute pan. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of the pan, and we're gonna get the onions going. In the meantime, again, no different than your ravioli. These tortellinis are frozen. Pull what you need, dump it in the water. It should take no time at all. Okay, so we're gonna dump our raviolis as well, or sorry, our tortellinis right now. Again, what we're looking for, we know they're done when they float to the surface of our pot. We have a pot of salted boiling water right now. Make sure your pot is boiling. If you're not boiling the water, the pasta is just going to kind of sink to the bottom. Okay. We'll start off again with the Mancini onions. We have olive oil in our pan. Okay, and we'll let those start to cook out. And we're just waiting for a little, we want it to be sizzling. We don't want to move it too much. We want to just have it be able to cook, caramelize a little bit further, get some deeper flavor into it. In the meantime, we'll cut up our chives. And you can do this however you like. I mean, I've always been a big fan of, you know, just a really very small chive. I think that looks, you know, really elegant on the plate. But if you wanted to do sticks, like chive sticks, anything like that, that's really up to you. It's however you want to do it. But I'm gonna do just nice, very small pieces today. So we have that ready for us. I can hear behind me, I can hear those onions going, bubbling away. And like I said, we don't want to move them too much. We want to let them get going, and then we'll give them a toss. Okay. My tortellini, it's already, the Rigatoni beef tortellini is already up to the surface. We're ready to go. I want to get a bit of a brown on the pasta as well. So I'm going to add the pasta to my pan right now. Okay, so we have it all in the pan. We're going to give it a bit of a toss. And we're going to hit it with some of that Knorr beef stock. Next step, we have our cream sauce. That's the heat and serve Giano cream sauce. We're going to add some of that. What I don't want it to be soupy. I don't want a bunch of pasta sitting in a pool of cream sauce. So I'm not going to overdo it. I'm just gonna add kind of a spoon and a half there, give it a toss, and I wanna be able to have my tortellini stack high in my bowl here, okay? I've chosen, just by, again, logistics of the plate, I've chosen a dark dish because I think that'll make the white cream sauce really pop in the dish, and it'll also, as a backdrop for those green chives, I think it'll look really nice. So that's why I've chosen the black dish opposed to, a classic white dish. That's really all there is, guys. Look at that, it's bubbling, it's hot. Simple, quick, but just looks amazing. We'll get it into our bowl here. Doesn't take much at all. Look at that. And then from here, let's take some of those crispy French's onions across the top of our dish. Okay, and let's do those chives. And you know what, just since I like it so much and we had it on our first dish, let's take some of that Saputo Parmesan and give them a few pieces of that. Oh man, it smells awesome. There you have it, guys. Another good one. All right, let's start prepping for the next dish and get to it. Okay guys, I've got one more for you. So we've done the ravioli, the smoked mozzarella ravioli. We've done the beef tortellini. And now one more nice pasta. The difference with this one, we're gonna use a dry pasta. We're gonna use rigatoni. So I have the Orizio rigatoni here. And we're gonna saute off some cremini mushrooms, some shiitake mushrooms. And then from Nature Creative, it's the bag that these guys were in. This beautiful wild mushroom blend, which also has just some nice juice in the bottom that can really build up the flavor in your pasta. And we're going to use Giano Heat and Serve Alfredo sauce. So real quick dish that's hearty, tasty, lots of flavor there, and so easy to prepare. Okay, so let's get going. I've got a pan on heat right over here. I've got my water already boiling, and I'm going to drop some olive oil into that pan. We want to add quite a bit of oil. We want to get a nice saute in these mushrooms, and we want to hear a sizzle when they hit the pan. There it is. So we're going to get the fresh mushrooms going, and then we're going to add in some of the frozen mushrooms. So we'll let that go for a little bit, and I think we're going to add some caramelized onion as well. We have some here. Let's add just a bit of caramelized onion in there. You can hear that sizzling away. That's what you want. You're building flavor in that pan. We'll give it a toss, and then we'll add in our frozen mushrooms. They are thawed, but originally these are frozen mushrooms. There we go, looking good. Okay, there's our wild mushrooms. We'll add some of those. Let's get a little bit of that juice in there. Awesome. Now I've already cooked this rigatoni off, but I have some boiling water. I'm going to bring up the temp on the pasta. And a few minutes ago, I put some scallions, green onions on the grill, and I got a nice char on them. So I'm going to do a rough chop of those green onions now. Just rip them up a bit. It's a lot of nice flavor when you, I've just had salt, pepper, olive oil, toss them on the hot grill, and there's a lot of nice flavor to that. And I can pop those right in, a lot of flavor there, and a lot of nice color there as well. Look at that, beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. Those mushrooms look just gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna add our Giano heat and serve cream sauce now, our Alfredo sauce. That's cool. And then we're gonna drop in our rigatoni, and we're gonna use a little bit of the pasta water just to keep it nice and loose in the pasta there. A little bit of water. In we go. Look at that, quick toss. Beautiful. What we're gonna do, we're gonna drop it in this cast iron pan we have here, just for the look. I think it looks awesome. And if you wanted to, you know, you could pop this back in the oven and just get a nice melt on some cheese, just to do a nice light bake on it. There we go, let's stack this up. Gorgeous. That looks nice. Those green onions, again, they have a lot of flavor, and they just kind of peek through here and there in the dish. Nice look to it. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna take some of the royal white truffle oil and pop that up so you can see it. We're just gonna give it a nice hit of truffle oil. Some chives here. Look at that. Chives, and you're set. What a great looking dish. Hearty, a lot of flavor, and it's great. Like, you can control your costs really nicely on this dish. Okay guys, that's it for now. We'll talk to you soon. All right, guys, I think that sums it up for today. I want to thank everybody for sharing their time with me today. I hope you all learned something. Those are 3 great pasta dishes that'll work perfectly for your delivery program. We did the smoked mozzarella ravioli, then we got into the beef tortellini, and we finished it up with the wild mushroom and truffle rigatoni. All 3 will be really impactful with your customers. They're perfect for this time of year. It's cold outside. This is the hearty food that people want to order and order in. Thank you again. If you need any support on your delivery program or any other pasta dishes, reach out to either myself or Kyle Brandt. Both of us are culinary specialists with Sysco, and we're happy to help you. Thank you guys. Bye.